You know, I've debated probably for about the last maybe 12 or so hours on whether or not I should even do this video. But I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff out there. And I'm sick, so I apologize in advance for that. So I'm going to tell you exactly what the hell happened. So, day before yesterday, I posted a video with me in my micro braids, right? I knew there were going to be mixed opinions about what it was that I was doing. I already knew this. Like, I was conscientious of what it was that I was doing. I've been having my hair micro braided every single summer dang near for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years, right? Supporting my girl who does my hair, right? I did it for, when I was studying history, I came across braiding. I came across that, and I didn't even think about it when I first got them done. I didn't even think about that bigger picture. My bad for my ignorance, right? But studying it, it goes beyond African thing. It goes beyond all of that. There were many reasons. Asians did it. Europeans did it. Africans, of course, did it. The Egyptians, Native Americans, buku people used to braid their hair for a multitude of reasons. A multitude of reasons. All of a sudden, these females started commenting. Vastly majority females started commenting about cultural appropriation. Saying, well, black women get judged for wearing their hair like that. You think that I don't get judged for wearing my hair like this? And I get it from all sides. I get it from white people who think that I'm not white enough to be fucking them. Dang, you got me cursing already. Dang, I am so sorry. You got white people judging me for wearing my hair like this. You think that I haven't had my job threatened for wearing my hair like this? You think that I haven't been judged? Look at how you're commenting. Look at how you are right now. Look at how you're behaving. Jane Elliott did a seminar. Jane Elliott sat in a room full of near 85% white people, and she asked the question. She said, if you would accept being treated like black people today, I want you to stand up. Nobody stood up. She said, maybe you didn't understand the question. If you would accept being treated like black people today, I want you to stand up. Again, nobody stood up. She said, if you do not want to be treated like black people, why is it acceptable? The fact that you didn't stand up tells me that you know that black people get treated wrong. And the fact of the matter is, you know that black people get treated wrong, which is why you didn't stand up. So the fact that you recognize that black people are treated differently and it's not good enough for you, then that means it shouldn't be good enough for anybody else. So I stood up. I said, you know what? I'm going to get my hair braided. Cultural appropriation, whatever the case may be, you call it whatever it is. I didn't do my hair like this to be disrespectful against anybody or to be to exercise my white privilege, because the fact of the matter is I get judged like everybody else based upon how I look, how I wear my hair, the fact that I dance, how I talk, how I dress. I get judged just like everybody else. Is it to the same degree as black women? No. But everybody in this world gets judged. And if I'm going to lose my job for anything in this world, I'd rather it be because I stood behind and I had the courage to stand behind my convictions. So then last night, I get tagged in this post by this female that I ain't never heard from. I ain't never heard nothing about this woman prior to last night. Somebody brought this post to my attention, right? I get on, and it's buku. And when I say buku, it is buku people on this post. Mainly black women trying to drag me. Trying to drag me for all kinds of stuff. This woman went ahead and did a whole 10-minute video. I'm not even going to say her name. I'm going to treat that girl like Voldemort. It is she who must not be named. I'm not even going to give that girl that kind of platform, because what you wanted is this right here. But like I'm going to tell you right here, do not come for me if I did not call for you. Because I'm going to point out some of the things that you said in your video, and we're going to address this head on. So some of the things that she said in the video, she said, these black men that support me are coons. She said, I don't trust a black man or a black person that lays up with a white person, period. That's what the hell she said. She said stuff. She called me a white. She called me Lord Jesus. She called, I can't even say all the words because I do my best not to curse. Honest to God. It's not that I can't. It's not that I can't be at that level. But I choose not to because I consider the platform that I'm on. I understand that my platform comes with responsibility. And I've never, anybody who follows me right now knows that I've had justifiable cause to sit here and react to people in a certain type of way. And that nobody can ever tell me that I am disrespectful to anybody, even people that come after me and call me the things that this woman has called me. It's funny because in her video, she said, this woman's sitting here carrying on. You sitting here talking about like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You want to know what's crazy? And she pointed out the fact that I do videos on racial issues and things like that. But now I must be dumb because I didn't know these were micro braids. Well, my bad. I mean, they're not micros. They're small braids. Okay, whatever the case may be. That's a petty little thing. But you sitting here talking about Malcolm X, right? It's funny that you mentioned Malcolm X because the fact of the matter is, when they asked Malcolm X during the civil rights movement, what is the role of white people? His response was, it is the role of white people not to educate black people about the struggle. It is the role of white people to educate their white brothers and sisters about the black struggle. I don't do my videos to sit here and try to tell black people about their struggle because I can't sit here and speak intelligently on the black struggle. Period. I do what the hell I do for a multitude of reasons because this is what my conscience dictates to be the right thing. You said things that I couldn't even like I'm watching this video and the video was just full of so much hate. But you want to sit here and you want both things. You want the injustices to stop. You want equality. You want things to be good. But then at the same point, you want white people to be quiet about it. You want white people to not say nothing about it. I got news for you. I'm not going to sit back quietly because you said things to the level of what do I do for me? This is all about me. What I do on social media is about me. Please tell me, somebody, show me where I receive a damn penny from Facebook or YouTube for what the hell I do. Anybody? No. Please tell me what I get from this. Fame, notoriety, being rich, being Facebook famous is like being rich in Monopoly. It means not a goddamn thing. It means not nothing to me. I did this because my conscience dictates it dictated it was the right thing to do. Because I sit here and I teach. I don't teach one white child. One white child. Out of all the students on my roster, I don't see one white child in my classroom. And it kills me that I am trying to teach these little boys and girls that they can be anything that they want to be. But when they step outside of my room, they're faced with things that I'm never going to have to face. They're faced with things that my son and my daughter are never going to have to face. And I spoke out about it. But you care more about how I deliver a message or what I look like whenever I deliver a message because that is more important to you. So if I'm going to be a white, you go ahead and you call me whatever the hell you want to call me. But I'm telling you right now, do not come for me because I did not call for you. I need to stay in my lane. No, honey. We need to be in the same lane together. Because I got news for you. Not one movement towards racial equality throughout the history of our country has ever been achieved without alliances. And it's just so crazy. It is absolutely insane how people sit here and they talk about white and black. Do you even know where the whiteness came from? Do you even understand that whiteness was something that was created? It wasn't something that has always been. The elites and the rich in this country are the ones that created whiteness because they didn't want my ancestors, the Irish indentured servants. They didn't want us and black people, you guys, in order to unite because then they would lose the power. And it's the same thing that's going on right here. And here you are while we sit here fighting, while we're bickering amongst each other over petty stuff. That's exactly what they want. And the only people that are winning is them. Period. Whiteness was something that was created, because the last thing that they wanted was for them to get us to unite on the same side. It's funny too. She said, Ruby is saying things that I've been said, and then you turn around and say that I do this for me. I'm trying to understand, what does it matter who said it? I don't steal nothing from nobody. Point out one thing that I've stolen from you. I haven't taken a damn thing from you. But I've culturally appropriated and I've taken your hairstyle. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. This is the cultural melting pot of the South. It's where I get my swag, as my students call it. It's where my personality. And the fact of the matter is, the culture down here is what made me and what turned me into who I am today. And I am not going to apologize to not a damn soul for being who the hell I am. If you don't like it, you can miss me with the bull. You can go ahead and swerve to the left, because I genuinely do not care. Cry me a river, build a bridge, walk over it, burn it down, swim back. I do not care. I don't care. I don't. The people who follow me, they know my heart. And they know where I stand on certain things. They know that I see the struggle that my students are going through, and it kills me. What have I done for people? That's what somebody in the comments asked me questions. And I read it. But there's no reason why I'm going to sit here and jump on a thread, because nobody's sitting there having an intellectual conversation. Nobody wants to sit here and have an open dialogue. Nobody wants to work towards anything, because everybody's just ganging up on anybody that has an opinion that is different than their own. It's one of the things that actually kills me about my page, because some of you guys jump to my defense thinking that you're doing me a favor because somebody said something negative about me, and then you attack them for it as if that's what I stand for, as if that's what I represent. I don't need blind followers. I don't mind people sitting here and disagreeing with whatever it is that I have to say, as long as we show a modicum of respect to everybody. But nothing in that post, nothing in that thread was productive. Everything that was being said in that thread was white. She likes the BBD. She wants the black. She wants this. No matter how many black you get, it doesn't even. Yeah, that's the only thing that was going up and down in that damn thread. And to sit here and say that I do this, it's all about me, but yeah, you sit here and turn around and say something to the effect of, well, I say the same thing, but I don't get 1 million views. Really? But it's all about me, right? Okay. All right. I don't do my videos to educate black people, because like I said, I can't. I do my videos so that people can see. More importantly, there are millions of white people that feel the exact same way that I do about racial injustices and the things that are going on in this country, but they don't speak out about it. And you want to know why? Because of stuff like this. That's why. Luckily, I'm cut from a different cloth, and I don't give a damn, because you could come at me anyway from Sunday, and it's still not going to stop me from saying what the hell I got to say. So you want to drag me? Baby, do what you do. You don't scare me. Somebody, like I was saying, somebody in the comments asked a few questions. They said, would you risk your life or your livelihood for a black person? You think my job doesn't know about my videos? I've been fired twice behind what it is that I stand for. But if I'm going to lose my job for anything, I swear to God, I would rather lose my job standing up for what the hell I believe in than to lose my job for nothing. Because people lose their jobs all the time. So my livelihood, absolutely. My life, are you kidding me? You know how many death threats I've gotten for what the hell I do? Look at how you behave. Look at how you're reacting to people who are trying to speak out against the injustices. It's no wonder that people are afraid to speak out, because look at how the hell you behave. You don't trust nobody that messes with white people. That's your words. Okay, what a lot of people don't see, you saw that video, right? So what do I do for the community? Me sitting there and responding to these people, and I could have, Anything that I say at this point, it doesn't even matter, because people only understand you to their level of perception. You already have this perception of who the hell you think I am, and it's not even going to make a difference as to what it is I say. I can go down the list. I can talk about the fact that I've used my social media platform to raise $42,000 for flood victims here in Louisiana. I didn't make no money off of that. I didn't benefit none of that. But it doesn't matter, because you only see what the hell you want to see. I can sit here and say that I raised thousands of dollars for the kids inside of my classrooms to buy uniforms and belts and shoes and socks and pens and pencils and all kinds of stuff for my classroom for these kids, because these kids come to my room with nothing. They come to my classroom with nothing. But you ain't going to see all of that. I can sit here and I can talk about the fact that that video and this hair that you judging so much, you only saw, oh my God, it's summertime, let me get my braids, but you neglected everything else in that post. More importantly, you neglected the fact that I used my platform to shout out my homegirl in a locally owned black business. You ain't gonna see all that though. You don't want to see all that, because again, you only see things to the level of your perception. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense to sit here and try to argue with you, because you've already made your mind up. Period. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Getting really upset. Girls, females getting really upset. And in this day and age, I can't even believe I let this stuff get to me, but there were just so many women that were so upset. If I'm going to be, I understand. That's what's crazy, is that I understand their anger more than anything. I understand it. And it's not that I'm ignorant of the way that things are. But I referenced the Jane Elliott stuff because what's wrong is wrong. And I'd rather be treated like somebody. I'd rather be sitting on the side of the oppressed than to stand on the side of the oppressor as a perpetrator. I would rather stand on that side with you guys and say, you know what? Judge me. It's not me trying to appropriate your culture. It's me appreciating the culture. Calling me Rachel Dolezal as if I sit here as if I sit here and try to pretend like I'm anything other than white. Anything other, it's crazy. These people, you brought me out of my character. I have done videos for a multitude of times, and I have never cursed in not one of my videos, but you brought it out of me today. Everything in that woman's video was cursing and carrying on, and she's like, I can't wait to get my page back. Literally trying to sit here, tagging me and damn near everything, and I could block her, but what the hell is the point? I want you to see this. Come for me. Come for me. Do what you need to do. Whatever makes you happy, boo. If it makes you happy to sit here and come after me, what you don't even realize, what you don't, oh, you're here? How am I supposed to at you? You want the attention. That's what it is. You want people. It's all about you. That's the bottom line. It's all about you. You sit here and say it's all about me. It's all about you. I didn't even know your name. And what's crazy is, I love you. And the fact that you don't believe that is totally cool with me. It's not going to change the validity of that statement. I still love you no matter what. I understand your anger. I think that it's sad that at this day and age, we're still here. But it's all good. You do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, and I'm going to do whatever the hell it is that you need to do. But what you're forgetting right now is that while we're going back and forth between the two of us, the only people that's winning is the people in power. I don't know what else I could possibly say at this point. I guess I'm just going to go back to being my my cave woman, my white. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing all that stuff. So, Lord have mercy. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Go ahead and do your next video, Mom. It is what it is. You want the following. Go ahead and take it. It's yours. Teach your life.
Hey, comrades. So I was going to do a play-by-play of me basically split-screened with this horrifying example of white supremacy at work. But I decided it wasn't worth my time or my efforts. And quite frankly, if you could not see through her white tears, her white crocodile tears, then you're not thinking deeply enough. You're either choosing to be ignorant or you have no choice. And either way, this is probably not the channel that you want to be on. If you can't think at a deeper level, you're not ready for anything that I have to say. So you can excuse yourself. But if you are willing not to agree with me, don't get it confused, because great kingdoms are not built based upon one singular idea. They're built on many ideas coming together, because not one person is going to be able to be the brainchild of everything. So if you could come together and think outside of the box, that's why I titled this Outside of the Box. It's because we have to think outside of the box, and I'll drag you out if I have to. But if you can't see any deeper than her white tears, and then her pain, then her struggle, okay, you're not ready for anything that I have to say. Moving along, you can see she provides example after example of how mediocre whiteness, a mediocre thinking, a mediocre intellect can impress black folks simply because it's in a white package. Okay, and to write this off as jealousy, or that I'm envious, or that she looks better than me, and that's why, those superficial reasons are one of the reasons why we're in the position that we are in. Now, I'm not very braggadocious as a person, but if I have to be, I can be. I've received millions upon millions of views before I even knew her name. This channel got 1.1 million views before I even discussed Lindsay McIntyre, aka Rubia Garcia. Okay? So the jealousy, the idea that I'm envious is fucking laughable. It is laughable. Or that any black woman would have any reason to ever be jealous of a white woman. And I want to address the title that World Star Hip Hop gave my video in response to her beastly appropriation. It wasn't about a white girl being liked by a black man. It's not as rudimentary as that. It's not as simple. It's not as basic. It's not as shallow as that. When I don't hate white people. When I see a white woman and a black man, I don't sneer at them. I don't treat them evilly. If I see a white man with a black woman, I don't sneer at them. I don't shake my fist in anger. My face don't cringe up. And I don't look at them with hatred. I give them a side eye. That don't mean I trust them. I question them. I question their intentions. So to say it's something as basic as me not liking or me attacking a woman based on a man liking her, that is level 1 basic. That's not even level 1. That's sub level. That's basement level humanity. And that's not something that I vibrate on. So I wanted to come here because later on tonight, in about an hour, I'm going to make a live video discussing some deeper topics. But I wanted to post this video and address a couple of things because a lot of you have been asking me in the comments. So that's what I wanted to do. We have to vibrate at a frequency that is above what they give us. We have to vibrate at a frequency that is higher than the music than they give us. The movies, the television shows, the food, the water that they give us, the imagery, the words, the ideas that they give us. We got to elevate to a higher status. We must, if we are to alleviate ourselves of the burden of white supremacy and My videos, I very rarely address white people in my videos. Very, very rarely do I do that. And when I do it, it is still with the intent and purpose of communicating a lesson to my people. So my initial video to Lindsay McIntyre, aka Rubia Garcia, was toward black people. And I used her as an example. When a black man attacks his own woman for her defending our culture, it's a problem. And it's a problem at the core of everything that we should hold dear as a people. And I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Our best chance at thriving is together. Our best chance at not surviving, because all we've done up until now is survive, with some minor exceptions. Our best chance at thriving is us uniting as a people. Man, woman, and child. And for you non-heteronormative folk, they, them, and us. Okay? Because y'all are in this too. We are all in this together. And once, and side note, time out, and once you realize that, come on home. Once you realize these other groups are not for you, but hell, we got a whole lot of work to do before we can unite as man, woman, child, they, them, us. So I would just like to keep that as a focus and not be blurred and swayed by the tears of a woman who doesn't care about you, of a woman whose manipulation skills are so see-through. It's laughable. So if you see this as me being jealous or envious because of views, because of attention, you should know better by now. You should know better by now. If you see this as me being envious because of lust being given to her, or because of my body, or because of my face, because I don't feel as attractive as her, you should know better. You should know better by now. If you see this as something shallow and you cannot see any deeper, you should probably stay away from my page, because you won't be able to keep up. You call that shade, you call it a read. I call it the truth. Now, comrades, I'm going to see you very, very shortly. Join me. I will be live on YouTube from now on, and we are going to get into some really interesting things. I've got some moderators lined up. If you are interested in being a moderator, let me know. If you are interested in having some time on my ChynaFox.com, I'm rebuilding my website, including a forum in which we can have our own conversation. I'm looking for moderators for my website. I'm looking for moderators for my forum, so we can really get into some conversations without the man moderating us, without the man controlling and censoring what we say and do and think. Of course, no illegal activities, because the feds are watching. Anyway, like my daddy said, it's on with the show. And I'll see you later tonight, comrades.